Alafia, Alafia, kale. Hope everybody had a good Saturday. Yeah, we got this thunderstorm coming. So I want to talk to you about another subject about altars and shrines for the Orisha or even the Egu. Okay, first we need to understand what it is. Um, what are altars? Altars are things that's on the table, right? Next, we need to understand what is a shrine. A shrine is something that, um, that you go pray to, like a temple or a church or something like that. That's considered a shrine because it's in a holy, um, it's in a holy place, right? Okay, good. So the the Orishas, they live in shrines, meaning if you went to Nigeria, the Orishas have their own house. So that's a shrine. You understand what I'm saying? In the Lukumi tradition, the Orishas, your shrine is your house. Unless you're, I want to say, unless you got money and you can build their own house. Yeah, and unless you can build their own house, then you're okay. But usually your house is your shrine because that's where your Orishas live. The altar, it, the altar is kind of finicky when it comes to the Egun. If you're using the Lukumi tradition, they do have an altar for the Eguns. They do have one, in the Lukumi tradition. But there's also in the Lukumi tradition where they don't have an altar, they have a shrine, and usually the Egun is outside, or the Egun is in his own, I want to say room, like in a garage or something. It's not really, you know, um, it's not really in the same house as the Orishas. Like when I was growing up in this religion, like I said, in the early 90s, the Egun stick used to be in the bathroom. Yeah, the Egun stick used to be in the bathroom because, a lot of Olo Orishas, they lived in, apartments. They didn't have like a house to put it in. So they put their Egun stick in the bathroom. And the reason why they put the Egun stick in the bathroom is to mimic the water. Because Egun needs to be next to flowing water. You understand? Egun needs to be next to because it mimics the river. Excuse me. In in Nigeria, usually the Egun shrine, where the woman tends to it, usually a woman of mature age, meaning her menstrual cycle, she's gone through menopause. Their Egun shrine was usually by the riverside. So we adapted that system some way, somehow, through the slave trade, in Cuba, where the Egun needs to be close to a running water flow. I don't, it's one of those things, it's one of those things that we try to keep, within the tradition. So you can have a goon altar. Yes, that's not gonna harm nobody. You put a table, white cloth, you put a cup of water and a glass. Cup of water with a glass, clear glass, and a candle. And you can put their pictures if you have them, or you could put the names of the dead. Now, some people don't like to put dead ancestors who were violent, like who were locked up, who committed suicide, who were gangbangers, who were on drugs. And the reason why they don't put that because some Iles don't feel like that entity shouldn't be on the altar because it's like that energy will bring it down. Like it will bring down the energy that you're trying to elevate yourself. So some Iles don't Don't put those ancestors. It could be your mother, your father, sister, your brother. Don't matter. They want to put it. But there's some iles that they put it anyway because you have to teach that spirit to be holy again. So that might take a lot of time, meaning that you are gonna have to pray a lot, to elevate that spirit so it can get. There's a technique in the Lukumi tradition how we elevate the spirits. Um, yeah, that could be probably taught by your elders. Some people do it differently, but yeah. So with the Egun altar, it's fine. It's fine if you want to have one. It's up to you. You can put their favorite fruits and vegetables, or favorite candy, or if they like coffee, or if they like tea, if they like Pacific soda. You could put that on your Egun altar. It's okay. It's not gonna harm nobody, right? Good. Give me a second. Yeah. So, Orishas. Orishas do not have altars. Anybody that's telling you that is lying to you, because Orishas have shrines. Technically, your house is a shrine. Orishas do not have altars. You cannot go on Amazon or go to Walmart or go to Hobby Lobby or go to any store and pick up a mermaid, like maybe the size of my hand or bigger, and then go to a botanica and get 2 blue candles, and then go to, let's say, the ocean, get some seashells, put it around, burn some sage, and talk about I'm praying to Yamaya. Wow, is that what you're doing now? That's sad. That's not even traditional. That's just made up. How do you even know you're talking to Yamaya? Oh yeah, she's talking to my head. How? How? Maybe it's just your head. Maybe you're, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you're just eager. That's the word I want to say. You're eager to try to talk to these orishas. A lot of people get that. Like I said, this orisha is trending, and people are trying to go back to their roots, and that's good. That's good. And people want to practice African spirituality. That's 100%. That's good. I'm all for it. But there's a system, okay? Lukumi has their system, Isheshe has their system, and Candomblé has the system. Each tradition is different, and even within the tradition, each ile is different. Okay? So if you practice the Lukumi tradition, each ile is different. If you went to Africa, and let's say you went to the town of Oyo, each compound inside Oyo is different. Some people didn't even know that. Yeah. It's maybe like this much different, but it's different because it's just the way how that compound in Nigeria works. Those are the way how those elders work. That's just what it is. 95% of it's the same, but that 5%, it makes it like theirs, like it's theirs. You understand what I'm trying to say? So orishas are there's no such thing as orisha altar. You can't go on Amazon and pick up a mermaid statue and some candles and some seashells, and then call that an altar with a blue, let's say a blue tablecloth. No, no, that's not how you do it. No, orishas don't have altars, and these phony people are actually charging you one, or they're trying to sell you something. And sometimes, excuse me, I hate the bad name, the botanicas, because botanicas are really, I know some good botanicas, but there are some botanicas who try to sell you that shit. Excuse my language. There are some botanicas who try to sell you that. Don't buy that. Don't fall for it, okay? And there are some, people here in Orlando who try to sell you that too, because they are wannabe. They want to be so connected to the Orisha that they just make up stuff. They don't want to practice the tradition. They feel like they are better than me or my elders or any other elders in the 1900s, 1800s, 1700s, 1600s, and so on and so on to 9000 BCE. They think they're better than that. They're not better than us. You're the same as us. You bleed just like us. You're not better than us. Who gave you the right to create those rules? Because you don't want to follow our rules, then don't follow the tradition. It's very simple. It's not rocket science. Like, duh, it's not rocket science. I don't understand why it don't get into your head. You cannot create altars for orishas. It don't work like that. The entity is different, okay? Our orishas are in, like, look at me, we call it sopera. In Nigeria, they have them in gourds or they have them in clay pots. You understand? That is the real Orisha. Why? Why is that a real Orisha? Because of the special plants, the songs, the elements that goes inside it. That's what makes it an Orisha. It is not the statue. No. And if you are practicing Ashe, right, they do have consecrated statues for, I guess, for people who can't receive it yet. So it's kind of like a temporary thing, but that's something different, that's an Ashe thing, but it is, I've seen it, like their Eshun, it's actually wood, and it has, like, some of the Eshuns have seashells around it. You've probably seen it. That's an Eshun. It's made out of wood. It's not like ours. Ours is made out of clay. I mean, not clay. Ours is made out of cement. So it is possible. Like, Eshun, yeah, it's possible. Yeah, but that's Isheshe, and that's only if your elders, practice that. You understand what I'm saying? Some elders don't. Even Eshun is like a big clay. It looks like a big hump in Nigeria, where, like, the whole village, like, shares that Eshun. That Eshun is just for the village, and that's where everybody can pray to Eshun. It's not like Lukumi, where everybody, like, different people will have an Eshun. Like, I would have one, my kid would have one, my mother would have one, and so on and so on. You understand what I'm trying to say? But yeah, trying to get back onto the topic. So, Orishas do not have altars. Anybody who's trying to sell you that is a fraud. You can tell them, you can tell them that I said that they are a fraud. And they can contact me on Baba_Hector_Ajaguna. I will put the name on the Instagram where they could just contact me when they want. And I'm gonna put it on Instagram. And if they feel like they big and high, then come talk to us. And I got elders on my Instagram, or Orishas_the_children's_book. You put Orishas a children's book, and my picture will go pop up. Yeah, so yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. And if you are doing it, just stop, discard it. Just discard it, because there's no energy there. Just discard it. There's no reason to take it to a special place, because there's nothing there. You're invoking false energy, and I don't even know what you're invoking. It could be a bad entity. It could be a false entity. But I tell you this, it ain't Yemoya. So you can get that out of your head. 100%. You can get that out of your head. And you're not better than us. and you're not better than any elder, so you need to practice the tradition correctly. All right? So if you are doing it, stop, discard it, and just try to find an elder who can, help you. But yeah, it's very simple. Don't do it, you know. And if you see somebody do it, don't follow them, because that's not how you practice it, and they're lying to you. So don't follow them. Don't follow. And then to the ones who are promoting that stuff, you asking for it. You are. And you want to post it on YouTube, and then you want to block your comments? Why are you scared? You scared that the whole world is gonna affect you? Come on. Please. And I'm not talking about that one individual. No. I'm talking about the whole world itself. I'm talking about everybody in America. Okay, I'm not just picking on one individual. No, that's not my thing. No, I'm not a bully. I'm talking to general, as to everybody, anybody who's doing it. Stop messing with our tradition. If you can't practice it, then don't practice it at all. It's very simple. It's just very simple. So I wanted to touch on that subject. Again, I probably said it 100 times, but Orishas do not have altars. They have shrines. And shrines are within the Babalosha or Yolosha house in America. Unless you famous, you got money, they probably have the shrine maybe somewhere in the backyard where they built their own house. But yeah, Orishas don't have altar. You can't just pick up a Chango statue at a botanica and have 2 red candles and a red, tela, which is declothed, and his axe, and be like, oh, I'm conjuring Django. Ooh, Django, please help me. No, stop being stupid. Stop. You're making yourself look like an idiot. Sorry to say, I don't like the name call, but you make yourself look like an idiot. So, just stop. And I'm probably gonna make more videos of all these phony crap that's been going on. Like I said, I've been in this tradition since the early 90s. And I'm so lucky that my dad taught me what to do and what not to do, and what is inventing and what is inventing. We call it NVIDIA, I think it is. My Spanish is not too good, I know. I can listen to it, but I can't speak it for some reason. I'm just used to people yelling at me when I was younger. You know how it is. A lot of children are not that easy when they're young. It's when we get older we become wiser. Well, some of us. Not all of us. But yeah, so take care of yourself. Ashe or dabo. Peace.